Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, SUPERtheticals.
SUPERtheticals.
50 new questions for strange conversations. All right.
Yeah, we're this is the fourth round for us on this one. It's been a while since we've done it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen them, we've done 3 of these already, and we did 5 of hypotheticals before that, which is the prelude to this. Basically, hypothetical scenarios, situations where we put ourselves in from Chuck Klosterman himself, and then we have to deliberate, discuss what we would do. In SUPERtheticals in particular, they're going to give you a specific person or a hypothetical person that you need to picture for the given scenario, and you base your answer on that. So it can get wild, it can get wacky, it can get serious. You know, can run the gamut. And we just watched Loki, which asked a lot of existential questions and a lot of philosophical things. You know.
So we're really in that mindset. So we gotta do it. We just gotta go for it.
You can never quite be prepared for what waits for us here.
No, we could be inflicting somebody that we don't like with a disease, or saving or rescuing somebody, or deciding who to rescue. I think that was one of them. So yeah,
a lot of fun times. I hope Chuck keeps coming up with theticals.
Me too. These are great. Because we'll partake.
What's next? Ubertheticals? Hyper, super, ultratheticals.
Ultratheticals, yeah. You think, I'm thinking like
50 more questions for quirky conversations.
That's like I'm thinking like the Mario RPG. You go to super to ultra to mega, maybe. You got mega theticals. Plus ultra!
All My Hero Academia related.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that one from Chuck, did you?
Yeah, wow. Chuck is a real big...
Everyone's been asking me ever since I created hypotheticals, when are you going to do My Hero Academia themed
My Hero Academia themed ones, all right? Come on, Chuck. People have been emailing me, messaging me on all the message boards. They've just been telling me.
Uraraka and Midoriya are in a room. You have to pull a lever. Yeah. It's wild. Okay. For this one, you're going to imagine a specific person.
Okay. Is it just a specific person?
This is a person you were once very close with, either platonically or romantically. However, the two of you have drifted apart. The explanation for the drift can be anything. Why you are no longer connected does not matter. It only matters that you were once close.
Okay. I got somebody.
Yeah. I got it. Imagine that you and this person experienced a harrowing event together when your relationship was the tightest and most intense. The event was a natural disaster where both of you believed you were likely to die, and in the darkest possible moment, you made a pact to take care of each other no matter what. But the disaster passed, and you both survived unharmed. Life returned to normal, and you eventually lost touch. 20 years pass. The person contacts you unexpectedly and explains that they are suffering from a painful terminal illness. They ask you to assist with their suicide, citing the pact you made in the midst of the bygone traumatic event. What do you tell them, and what do you do?
Okay. So this is a friend from high school that I knew, and I was quite close with him. He was one of my best friends. But if he just contacts me 20 years later after this, what was the pact we made? I don't understand why. I don't really get it.
To take care of each other no matter what.
Yeah, that's not. I
don't think that just means you would assist them in their suicide. I don't think you're bound to that.
No, I would say
is that taking care of someone? I don't know.
You're taking care of me. Okay, I would say I'm philosophically against the idea of that.
Suicide or taking care of each other?
Assisted suicide. Philosophically, I mean, within reason. I think there's a point in which if you have an illness that's completely terminal. I think there's a point in which. Philosophically speaking, we don't want people to suffer, right? So the idea is, if we have the ability to sort of ease them into death, I think I would take that option. I don't necessarily know if I'm philosophically for assisted suicide. It sort of depends, I guess, on. That's a whole philosophical debate. I don't necessarily want to get into right now because it's
not the time nor the place for
it is. I mean, it is kind of the time and the place, but like there's just so many layers to that that I don't really want to unpack it entirely. I would say I stand on the side that I'm not really for it. But I am also not the kind of person that says that you should just cling on to life even when there's no like hope. I think there comes a point where you should be able to at least ease yourself into accepting that you're going to die and that you should die when whatever it is claims you. Now, again, that could be a number of things. So
I'm for people making their own choice, but
sure,
I don't think the onus
by all
is
means,
on me to assist with their suicide.
But that's exactly what I mean, right? I think if somebody thinks that like they have a terminal illness and they're never going to recover, I mean that shouldn't be up to me to help them make that decision. It's or do it for them.
Why does this person need you to assist in their suicide?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's married now. So like, why me? You've got family. I'm sure they would.
Has to be you.
Has to be you because of the pact. It's because of the pact we made. The pact was under.
My wife would never do it, but I know you are sealed by the pact.
And I would explain very carefully to him. Yes, but that pact was under the conditions of that extreme circumstance that we were in.
Pretenses.
Yeah, you can't
also,
hold that
it was
as
pretty vague pact. We take care of each other no matter what. I mean, in my perspective, taking care of you would be to help you not suicide, sir. So.
Yeah, it might.
How dare
I'd be like, nah. That's kind of my response.
Nah, I got this thing.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna die, bro. Nah, I got this thing. Click.
I got this thing I'm doing.
I get this
a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, a lot of logistical.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, man.
Good catching up, though.
Yeah, but nice talking to you. Nice to hear your voice one last time.
That's tough. So what do you tell him? What do you do? I tell her, no.
Just straight up, just no.
Just
okay.
No text response. No.
No. Text response.
Hard pass.
N period O period.
It's a hard pass.
New order? What? Hard pass.
And what do I do? Then I go about my day.
I mean, that's way too heavy to just thrust onto somebody. Like I would never do that to my friends. Like I would never.
That's why we're not
never
friends anymore. They're bringing up this 20 years later. They're bringing the pact into effect.
Yeah, it's like
we've sealed that pact.
Yeah, it'd be like, well, why didn't you tell me before? Yeah, obviously, you get to a point where you're terminally ill. Why didn't you tell me about this ahead of time? And then maybe we could have done something else about it.
This is always my problem with you. You're always procrastinating, putting stuff off.
The last thing I did with him was we went and saw Django Unchained together, and then I never heard from him again.
Classic.
Or his younger brother.
I've heard that one way too often.
We went and saw Django Unchained, and then I never heard from him again.
Yeah.
I mean, he loved it, so which I did too. So
I bet.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
That's what they all say.
It is.
Yeah, I think that case is closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. How dare you? First of all.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all,
no, I got this thing. My cousins are coming over.
Logistically, it's getting complicated, It's I can't. A lot of moving parts.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a specific person. This person is someone you know who has done something you consider socially or morally wrong, but not necessarily illegal.
A specific person that I think has done something
socially or morally wrong. Okay.
But not illegal. Okay. I have.
Would you like to call out the person and say their moral wrongdoing?
Dan Avidan.
Really?
Yeah, because remember when Dan was getting canceled?
Yeah. We can use Dan. I mean, I know him. I don't really know him though.
Yeah, I guess if but it's harder. The thing is, it's a lot harder to think about somebody as specifically I know. Does it say it has to be somebody you know?
It just says this person is someone you know.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't really know him. For full context, though, for those of you who are watching us who don't necessarily know that, so Dan is one of the Game Grumps. There was a big kind of thing a few months ago, like we're basically trying to get him canceled, more or less. And like the stuff he did that like came out that was actually true is pretty like it's kind of gross and like I don't love it, but like none of it was like illegal or grooming or anything that was like
Mm-hmm.
like jail time worthy. Or I just think it was like, I don't really. It's a bad look. I still love Game Grumps and Ninja Sex Party, and I'll still buy albums and stuff. It's just like people do stuff you don't agree with, and people do stuff. You're joining the Ninja Sex Party sure right now. People do stuff you don't agree with, and people do stuff. I mean, nobody's hands are clean, you know.
Mm-hmm. Something you could say socially morally wrong. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like a specific example. I'm just trying to think.
I mean, you don't have to even be someone you talk to, you know. But
yeah, that's what I'm just trying
anymore.
To. Yeah.
But it could be. I mean, you could take pretty much anyone, and you'd probably come up with something they've done morally wrong some way.
Got one.
It is 20 years in the future. They love 20 years.
They do.
The imagined person has been nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court. Their nomination is in jeopardy due to a potentially criminal accusation regarding their past. To the best of your knowledge, this accusation is false, but you have not spoken to them in the past 10 years. As part of the FBI's investigation into the nominee, you are interviewed over the telephone about the allegation. You tell the agent you don't know anything about it. The agent believes you and thanks you for your time. However, before hanging up, the agent casually asks if there's anything you would like to add about the nominee on the record. What do you say? I'd say, well, I mean, any morally wrong thing has no bearing on their ability to be a nominee for the U.S. Supreme Court. The one, especially the nobody I have in mind.
Nobody on the Supreme Court, from Clarence Thomas all the way to Ruth Bader Ginsburg, rest in peace. Nobody on that entire court. That's the whole gamut right there of political persuasions. Nobody on that court has done. Is like completely, wholly righteous. They've all done bad things. They've all made mistakes.
I mean, this person I'm imagining should not be nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court under any circumstances. But
yeah, I would be a little shocked.
The fact they made it that far, that would be shocking, or even got the telephone call at all.
Yeah, well, I don't know why they're asking me. That's the first thing I know. It's like I know I'm like, but. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say anything more. To me, that's like, it's not really my business. And I feel like what I'm thinking of would be something that they would already know about. So
no, I'd be like, why don't you contact the people that are a little closer?
Closer. Why me?
Why me? Really couldn't get anybody else, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it for that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of like I mean, like, I think we just sort of have the same perspective on that, like. That shouldn't have any bearing. Personally, I don't think that should have any bearing on that sort of thing. But
I mean, this is a hypothetical person.
Mm.
This person is someone who belongs to a generation that is not your own. They can be older or younger. They are well educated, but not particularly smart. Though they have never actually met you, they know a lot of impersonal details about your life.
Though they have not met you?
They've never actually met you. They know a lot of impersonal details about your life.
And they're just a person that
person who belongs to a different generation.
Okay.
This person doesn't exist. It's a hypothetical person.
Oh, it's a hypothetical person? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well educated, but not particularly smart.
Okay.
This could be anyone who's seen one of my videos. They can know some impersonal details about my life.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
You find out that this person does not like you. They've never met you, but they base their opinion on the data they have about your life. If you had to guess, why do you think this person dislikes you? So this is saying, okay, what do we not like about ourselves, or what would people not like about us on the surface?
Yeah, I would say, it goes further. What don't we like about ourselves? We know everything about ourselves. So to a point, the human mind is wild. Like we confuse and deceive
Gnarly.
ourselves about stuff all the time. We lie to ourselves. It's amazing. Psychology's awesome and confusing.
Also, God bless America while we're at it.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Why would this person dislike me? This person would dislike me because I am secular.
Okay.
I'm non-religious.
Are you thinking of someone who's like older than you or younger?
Oh yeah, both. No, older.
I mean, yeah, I would think someone younger than you wouldn't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of somebody older as well. I think for me, it would probably
that might be being generous to myself to say that would be what people would dislike about me. But
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that's a valid thing to, if that's what's on the surface, immediately what comes to mind. I do think that is something that an older generation would be bothered by. You know, because it comes to a point where it's like, so like, you know, I'm a religious person, so you know that it comes to a point when you sort of just have to, like, you can't. I'm always like confused why people will let that bother them. And it's like, of course there are going to be people that don't agree with you. Mm-hmm. Have you lived? like how insulated are you? How insulated is your reality that like something like that would bother you? But I know people like that, you know? So it's like, it's just, it's crazy to me. And it's like, you know.
But that's not something that'll personally get at me though. So I feel like I'm being easy on myself there.
Easy on yourself?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think like
it would actually be like, oh, that's not nice.
To me, it would be like,
I mean, it depends on the person, right? It's like, what do you think about nerds? Huh? I look like a typical nerd.
Yeah, I mean that to me would be something, I think, or I think that would be part for me. It would be like, I don't really what the hell is into this anime crap, like, or it'd have to be something like that, or like
they're well educated but not particularly smart.
Yeah, so they're into that anime crap. I don't know about any of that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else.
Well, let's say they just watched Tarqaron. What do they dislike about us just from watching Tarqaron? Well, they'd be like, for you, they'd be like, he does not give Shrek 2 enough credit.
He doesn't give Shrek 2 enough credit. He's too. It could be like he's too like inconsistent with his. He's too inconsistent with his scoring. He's too inconsistent with his scoring. He's got to be more consistent. No, it could be something like that guy. It could be something like to the point of he takes other people's opinions too seriously. He doesn't let things go nearly as well enough. He takes opinions and wrong information too seriously, and he needs to just learn how to let things go sometimes. And that really bothers me. And it's like, that's something I don't like about myself, and that's something that I know. I mean, I don't not like that about myself, but I know that is an aspect of myself, my personality, that is not likable. I know that's something that is abrasive to people. Especially like whenever people are like, oh yeah, I didn't really like that. And I always be like, well, why? I always want to know like the why. Like, why do you have this taste? Why do you have this opinion? Why do you think this? And then maybe sometimes I can come a little too strong and kind of dismantle like, oh, well, you just didn't understand, or, well, you just suck as an individual, or, you know, I don't necessarily say that, but constant discussion and badgering and questioning can sometimes probably make people feel like that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
No, they'd be like, this guy is too cynical about that great hallway scene from Rogue One. I mean, give me a break. That's the best scene in all Star Wars.
Why does he hate Rogue One so badly, huh? Rogue One was a good movie. I loved it.
Yeah.
How dare he do that?
How can you like Loki but not like Rogue One? They're one and the same.
How can you like Solo and not like Rogue One? I don't get it. So, yeah.
Someone probably really mad about my Luca score.
Probably. I don't care. That's your opinion.
Sonic the Hedgehog. He did not give Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, you didn't give that the time of day. Well, now, what's the deal with that? Huh? Am I this hypothetical person? I guess I'm not old enough. Not like a generation removed.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, generation removed. They're like, first of all, what's Sonic? Second of all, you scored it too low. Right.
What is Sonic? Second of all, you scored it too low. Okay.
So why would this person dislike me? I say non-religious, but it's a little nice. It's a little nice. That's like the easiest thing I can grab onto, though. Nerd.
Nerd.
Could be like if you go a generation younger. Take like a jock kid. Might not like me so much, but I feel like as you go younger, though, the people are becoming more and more accepting of nerd culture. So
it's true.
Like now we got Marvel movies being the highest grossing movies of all time. So
yeah,
what a world we live in. All right, this one is a hypothetical person. This does not exist. This person is physically unremarkable. They are good looking in a banal, forgettable way. If you're currently in a monogamous relationship, imagine that the relationship ended a year ago.
If I'm currently in a relationship,
yes.
I'm not, so I guess I don't have to imagine that.
I guess we're getting into a relationship thing with this person.
With a banal, uninteresting person, but they're attractive?
They're good looking in a banal, forgettable way.
Okay. It's just like, so they're not like unappealing. They're not like ugly. They're just
remarkable.
Yeah, they're just not remarkable. So, okay. I mean, yeah, sure.
You find yourself alone at a wild warehouse party in a desolate section of Detroit. At this party, the rules of society do not seem to apply.
I love how specific this is. What is happening? Why are we in Detroit? What?
Put yourself in that zone.
We're there. I'm there now.
It's a wild warehouse party in a desolate section of Detroit. At this party, the rules of society do not seem to apply. Some people are openly taking psychedelic drugs, and some are dancing naked to deafening electronic music.
Why am I here?
There is a palpable sense of lawlessness and danger, and the doors are locked from the outside.
Why am I here?
No one can leave until dawn. Around 4 a.m., it becomes clear that the party is evolving into an orgy, but for whatever reason, no one is initiating any kind of sexual contact with you. Oh, everyone is ignoring you except the imagined person. They lean in and whisper, I am not the kind of person who normally does this. I don't like drugs, dancing, or parties, but here we are. Let's have sex right here on the dance floor in front of everyone else. I want to know what it feels like. What is your response?
Why am I here?
Why
am I still here? Still my response. Why am I here?
There, out of choice in this hypothetical scenario.
There's an orgy breaking out. I think it would have to probably, like, have I been imbibing? I feel like I would not feel safe at this place.
There's a palpable sense of lawlessness and danger. There's
a palpable sense of lawlessness and danger.
The door is locked from the outside.
I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that's just kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's just indulge. We'll just go in. Let's have a good time.
But if you are the type of person that would put yourself in this situation, then...
I guess you kind of would, yeah.
but I'm not yourself anymore. This is where hypothetical goes too far.
Yeah.
Is you have to hypothetically put yourself in a situation you probably wouldn't put yourself in to begin with.
Yeah.
But we're vibing. Okay, we're vibing with it.
It's hard when it's like like when the hypothetical goes against like your like almost like your character or like your
well, that's like there was one a while ago, like a hypothetical. I think there was like hypothetically you're an assassin who has killed this many people, and then like
it was kind of like.
But then your employer asks you to like torture them or something. So is that too far for you? And I'm like, well, for me, murder was already too far. So how can I hypothetically answer this as an assassin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but we put ourselves, let's say we're vibing with it.
Okay, sure.
We're vibing. Well, first of all, if you're in an orgy situation, I don't think you're looking for anyone physically remarkable, right? It's a kind of a wild arrangement. So physically unremarkable, banal, attractive in a banal, forgettable way. That's like right what you're looking for. That's exactly what you need for an orgy situation. I don't think you're gonna be like, oh well, they're not remarkable enough, so it's a no from me. I'll sit in the corner and not engage. Whereas I would have if it was a remarkably attractive.
So I like how, like, if you are in a monogamous relationship, then
this is
imagine then that this was something that broke off a year ago. I like how that's the case. So but neither of us are in that case. So
they don't want you to have a cop out. I was like, no, I am faithful.
Yeah,
I am faithful. I would never. If I'm here and if I'm vibing like this, if I've achieved this level of vibing, yeah, sure. I
mean,
still know if I'm capable of achieving this level.
I mean, that seems like I don't know. I don't think I can.
People are taking psychedelic drugs. They're dancing naked.
Yeah, that's to me is like okay, yeah. So we're gonna like, all right, we're gonna
Detroit.
We're in Detroit. Detroit Become Human. We're in Detroit Become Human, the David Cage game. I would probably say no, for the simple fact that, like, I don't know any of these people. Like,
but this person, this banal, forgettable, good-looking person, is going right to your core here. They whisper, "I'm not the kind of person who normally does this." So immediately you're connected on that level.
Yeah,
because you're not the type of person who normally does this. She doesn't like drugs, dancing, or parties, but here we are. Let's have sex right here on the dance floor in front of everyone else.
No.
Look, if everybody's orgying, the problem is not the attention at that point, right? It's not like, oh, everybody's going to be watching. At that point, it's just, would you do it?
No, I don't think I would. To me, there's a degree of like privacy and.
Says the guy at the orgy.
Well, we weren't here. It wasn't supposed to be an orgy. That's the thing. It turned into one.
Got carried away.
I didn't think it could.
I was just here for the lawlessness and danger.
Yeah.
But no one can leave until dawn, by the way.
Yeah, and so we just have to. So I just have to sit here and watch everyone have sex. I guess.
You're just gonna sit there and watch. Yeah.
I mean,
which is
that's
better.
good.
Sitting is it better to sit? If you were to picture someone doing something morally wrong, would you picture this scenario? Is this morally wrong to you?
Yes, I would say so. Especially to your own, like, possible health. So, like, you don't know this person. You don't know if they've been to orgies before and come into contact with so many other
not the kind of person who would normally do this. You think she's lying about this?
She might be.
She plays this trick every orgy party.
Yeah, she's there at every orgy.
And she's there every time. Not the kind of person
she's the one that turned it into an orgy. You just don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can like disagree. There's too much of like a even just thinking about it like a health sort of thing is just a big like nah.
Can I see your records first, ma'am? Ma'am.
Ma'am? Oh wait, she's stoned, ma'am.
Hypothetically, let's say that there's a sense of lawlessness and danger that's palpable here, but the danger
everybody's got their vaccines. Everybody's got
they're squeaky clean.
Their Hep C vaccine. They've got their.
How's that for a hypothetical? Now what do you do?
They got their HPV vaccine. They've got everything.
Now what? Falls in your court.
No, there's still a weird like. I mean, I would already be having to sit there and watch, so I guess I might as well like just sit there and watch. But to me, it's like this is just a stranger.
I just come to these things just to vibe.
It's just a vibe, yeah. I just want to enjoy the music, damn it! All right.
You're sitting there in the corner, like, just, yes, nice music here.
Yeah, I mean, I just the whole like with a stranger who's not even like remarkably attractive either.
But if they were remarkably attractive,
I mean, I might be a little bit more tempted, right? You know, the temptations of the flesh.
So. Look,
so for you, it's the environment more than anything. But for me, it's like there's too much to me that like I'm morally.
That's just that's not my environment normally.
No.
never my environment. So I'm already like,
yeah,
really
but
going outside of my comfort zone. So might as well go all out, right?
I mean, that's a perfectly reasonable answer. I just don't think for me, even if I'm in that scenario, for me, I don't think there's enough. There's too much to me, like holding me back from making that. Like
morally, though, I don't have a problem with it.
Morally, you don't have a problem with it?
What you want to do. If you're not hurting anybody.
I mean, I do. I mean, you could be. You could be spreading all kinds of diseases with a huge orgy. So,
I'm just having fun at the end of the day.
You were just.
I don't normally do this kind of thing.
I don't normally do this kind of thing, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I do have
to make
obviously
an exception for you.
I mean, I do have some moral problems with it. I mean, I don't think I can stop anybody. I'm not gonna like if other people
like,
if other
I'm
people
in this
are
situation, I am putting a stop to this.
Yeah, if that's when you all fire, and then you get
like,
out of
oh,
there.
we're locked in though. We can't leave till dawn.
And then everyone looks around. There's no fire, and then they just keep having at it.
No,
so
it's like 2 minets. There's like. Oh God, we're locked in here though. We can't leave till dawn. Back at it. Turn the music back on. Deafening music, by the way.
Deafening, ear-shattering music.
It's around 4 a.m. that this is evolving into an orgy. So
I just go to sleep. Just find a nice little corner.
I respectfully go to sleep.
I sleep. Or 4 a.m. orgy, I sleep.
It's a no from me, ma'am.
Maybe
another time.
4 a.m. orgy, I sleep. 4 a.m. gaming session, like I'm up. I got next. I got next, bro.
Gamer memes. Oh God. All right.
Yeah, 4 a.m. orgy, I sleep. 4 a.m. crying at anime. I'm there every time.
Wow. What a time that party was, though. You had to be there.
You did, apparently.
We both had to be there.
We both had to be there for some reason.
I'm kind of like gonna try to find a party like this with some lawlessness and danger.
Yeah, no thanks.
Got me thinking it.
All right, yeah, go find those.
Here's a hypothetical person. This is a person who appears to be almost exactly like you in every meaningful way, except for one key difference. They are either much more or much less attractive than you. Here we go again. Everybody's talking about
either or
attractiveness. Either much more or much less attractive than you.
So this is a hypothetical person?
Yeah.
Does it say it's a girl or a guy?
It appears to be almost exactly like you in every meaningful way.
Oh, okay.
So it'd probably be a guy.
Yeah.
And then they're just much more, much less attractive. What are you thinking? Much more, much less?
I've got much more. Yeah.
I'll do much less.
Okay.
You've been trapped at the airport for 12 hours. Your original flight home was canceled, as were the next two flights the airline rebooked you on.
Don't tell me this one. I'm going to an airport in like 2 days. I don't want to hear this.
The weather is inclement, so many travelers are dealing with the same problem. Finally, you are told to go to Gate 33, where a flight to your destination is boarding. You run to the gate and speak with the agent at the desk. You are informed that the flight is now completely full, and you will have to wait another 4 hours. The imagined person is in the same predicament as you, and when they arrive at Gate 33, you inform them that the flight is full. You sit down and watch as they walk up to the same desk. You can't hear what they are saying to the agent, but you watch them converse. At one point, they both laugh. The agent then hands the person a boarding pass, and they walk onto the plane. The door to the jetway closes, and the agent walks away from the desk. What do you think happened, and what do you do?
Bribed him somehow. What do I think happened?
What do I think happened is that...
I mean, like, it almost...
he knows the person. That's what I would think happened. Is
that,
he was like, save me the spot.
Yeah.
Buddy. And like, oh, come on. Because, well, mine's... I don't know why the attractiveness thing. I don't know. I wouldn't immediately go to that regardless. I don't think
I would either.
It's like,
I would go on like
a hot as heck. I get it.
I would think like a bribe or like a or yes, they know each other, particularly with like the laughter. That to me would indicate
like,
do they like know each other or something?
Oh, you told him there was no more room on the flight?
Like, haha, what a loser.
He's not even as attractive as I am, first of all. But no, see, he's much less attractive. What am I supposed to take from that?
Oh, he just has a real way with people, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what they're getting at all, but this actually, like, why do they have to be almost exactly like you in every meaningful way? Just so, like, you cannot, there's no conceivable reason that they would get on over you.
Yeah.
But then they bring it down to the physical differences.
Yeah.
So do
you think if their physical difference had something to do with that? Like, to me, I don't know if I would.
They would have to be lying to you that there's no space left. They can't just magically make more space.
Yeah.
And they know a hotter guy is coming, so they're gonna leave the spot open.
Yeah, I would be like, I would just go up to the flight attendant and be like, hello?
Hello?
Like, what was that all about?
Well, he walked away. The agent walked away, they said.
Oh, the agent walked away. Oh, okay. All right, well, I would run them down then. I'm there for another 4 hours. I might as well tackle them and just tell it why.
Why?
Why he was straining me.
Truth, he was much more attractive than you.
Oh wow!
I had to make an exception and produce one more open spot. He was. I just don't know what you're supposed to get from being much less attractive than you either.
I mean, you just think like, wow, he must be a real conversationalist or something, you know?
I just felt bad for the guy, honestly. I had to let him on. Did you see the guy?
Yeah, he's just like, he looks like he's
he looks like you, but much less attractive.
Yeah, he looks like, he's a lot like you, except wow.
So he needed a favor, so I kicked one off the flight and let him on. All right. Wow. Bizarre experience. This would, like, shatter my reality if this happened to me.
I mean, I'd be pissed off. That's kind of what would happen to me. I'd be angry.
You'd have to be a Karen in the situation and contact the manager.
Be like, yo, what just happened here? Why are they getting let on and I'm not?
That guy, he does that all the time. That guy, he always comes and they make a spot for him.
He's just a guy. He's just, he's just like a normal average Joe, But except he's really attractive, and also he's here all the time, So.
This would mess me up for life.
Yeah, I would be very angry. Yeah,
because it's not like you both show up at the same time.
I'd go full Karen on this for sure.
Yeah, it's not that you both show up at the same time and they pick this person over you. It's like
it's like they show up like way later.
They preemptively told you there's no room left on the flight, and then they let this person on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there has to be a friend.
That's messed up. That's messed up. That's messed up there. I have to
assume there's a friend that already told him to save his spot. So no other explanation would make sense. No other explanation I could live with.
No, not really.
This is a specific person. This is a person you've known for at least 2 years. You know them well, but not intimately. Not many people fit that description for me, honestly. Most people I've known for at least 2 years, I do know. It's not infinite. I can get someone I don't know intimately. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I get somebody.
In an unexpected turn of events, you discover that this person is not who they say they are. They have changed their name, the city they claim as their hometown is not where they are from, and almost everything they have told you about their past is untrue. You privately confront them about your findings, and after a few unconvincing denials, they confess. You ask them why they lied, and they begin to cry. They beg you not to tell anyone else and even offer to give you $5,000 in cash if you keep their secrets and ask no further questions. You would still interact with them on a fairly regular basis, but you'll be the only person in your social sphere who is aware that they are constantly lying about who they are. What do you do?
Well, what are the details of what they're lying about?
Well, they just claim they changed their name. The city they say they came from is wrong, and almost everything they've told you about their past is untrue. So
okay.
This specific person, almost everything they told you is untrue. So they're just like a pathological liar or something.
So this person I'm thinking of as a coworker, I would tell management.
Would you take the $5,000 and then tell management?
And then tell management? I would be strongly tempted to, but I think I would. Well, here's the thing. They offer you $5,000, and what? Do you just like?
If you keep your secrets and ask no further questions.
I'd probably just say I don't know if I can do that.
Well, then you'll have to die.
Is that well? They don't threaten that. They don't threaten that. They just say that, right? They could, but possibly. I mean, I feel like I would just be like, well, other people need to find out.
Look, I mean, I guess I knew this person like much more than 2 years, but like I didn't know them intimately, I guess. But I guess it's like a little weird because I did go to school with them, so it would be hard for them to make a full-on backstory that doesn't align with what I know already. So that would be tough. I also don't see this person very regularly at all. Every now and then. And like we're not really in the same social spheres. It's usually just me and him whenever we do interact. So that wouldn't have any bearing on me. I just don't know if I would, in good conscience, be able to do that. I'll just let them keep living their lie. But
yeah, it's like, well, why are you lying? Why is this? Why should you benefit off of a lie? Like that's the thing that like would really bother me. It's like you shouldn't be benefiting off of a lie, right? So, I mean, what I would do first before telling management, I would probably tell him, you need to tell more people about this. And if they still refuse, that's when I go tell management. Like, I won't tell anyone else, but you're going to need to know from,
it's very different, right? A coworker is like someone you're regularly in contact with.
Yeah. Not super intimately.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a coworker, but like we all work very independently from each other. So it's like, I mean, I talk to him, call him with questions and stuff like that. We interact whenever we have meetings.
Him
like
living his fake life wouldn't have that much of an effect on you. I mean, he changed his name, different backstory, but
to a point where it's like it may be getting him into like I guess it is all sort of dependent on what we find out. I mean, it seems like all we know is that he's just changed his name. He's not where he says he's from. I guess if that's all the information we know, we can't ask any questions. I would probably say was like, well, is it something like? I mean, it would to a point it would cast doubt on the sort of the friendship, because it would be like, okay, if it's something that like, if I can't ask any more questions about it, I mean, that doesn't really make me feel like you're doing this.
Well, right. Like it's at that point, and for me, just being a friend, at that point, I don't know if I could be a friend with someone who lied about everything I've ever known for the past several years.
I'd be like, are you in danger? Are you like in like witness protection or something? Like,
yeah. Like, so I would take the $5,000.
You would just take. Yeah, I mean, in your case, I mean, sure. Thing. Yeah. But with me, it's more complicated. I feel like I would have to at least know, like, I would have to know if if it's casting some sort of suspicion on, like, have they gotten ahead? Have they gotten to where they are by ill-gotten gains? Then, like, to the position that they're at, like that's wrong, and I feel like that needs to be addressed. So I would, if somehow I knew that was the case, at the very least, I would encourage him, you need to tell management. And if you don't, then I might. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you tell management, like, you have to get fired, right? If you have a fake name, fake identity.
Unless there's another reason. But here's the thing. If they're, like, witness protection, if that's the thing, then they're going to disappear after that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So.
Now, picture a specific person. This person can be anyone you want, preferably someone who is known to everyone involved in the game you're currently playing. Okay. So it limits us to online cohorts.
So, hold on. Say that again?
It can be anyone you want, preferably someone who is known to everyone involved in the game you're currently playing. Well, I guess it could be just any celebrity then, too. But anyone known to everyone involved.
Okay, this specific person that's known to, but me and you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it'd basically be like Rusty and Ryan and Lauren.
I was thinking that, but I don't know if they were thinking like, oh, they need to know this celebrity or something. Like it could be anyone.
Let's say Ryan.
We want to say Ryan because then if it asks us, do we kill this person or that person, then we're in an awkward pickle.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
So we're gonna do Ryan.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, how much do you value this person's life? On a scale of 1 to 10, hypothetically.
They're like, wow, okay.
In a not so distant future, neurosurgeons invent a new machine. It's a device that is placed on a person's head and instantly maps the individual's brain, analyzing both their personality and their subconscious through subconscious thought patterns. If it then converts that mental map into music, which is played through a synthesizer. The song that will be composed does not reflect a person's taste in music, but serves as a sonic interpretation of how their brain works. The music can be any genre. This person is hooked up to the machine. What do you anticipate the song will sound like?
That's a fascinating question. I actually really like the fact that, like, anticipating this game being played in, like, a group, like a party sort of setting with, like, you know, like 10, 15 people. Mm-hmm. Like, imagine, like, everyone getting to discuss, like, what they sort of think.
He's like a methodical person, right? He likes a routine, at least from what I know of his gaming habits.
Mm.
He likes, like, a game that he can just invest hours and hours into, and it's just, like, on rote. So there should be a certain consistent rhythm to it.
I think there would be, like, maybe, like, math rock, maybe. Or because when he is, like, when he gets into something, he can be an intense person.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a sense of, there is a sense of, like, order that's necessary in his life. So it has to be something that's very specific and ordered,
mm-hmm.
and technical.
I mean, you could take it a number of ways. It could be, like,
you could do like a minimalist symphony, like Philip Glass or something, or
I was thinking like classical, like violin, like bum, 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 and just kind of like come with the rhythm there, and then getting more intense. But I mean, you could go like a whole rock direction as well, just like more full on intensity.
Math rock, man. Yeah, I mean, I think minimalism too. There's a lot of complexity to you wouldn't think of it in a phrase like minimalism, but there, particularly in like symphonies, like the works of Philip Glass and such. There is a like it almost creates a soundscape in a sense. It's more than just repeated notes. It's like it's forming a like an auditory, weaving a pattern almost in terms of what it's doing, and it almost becomes, it's this weird sort of experience when you listen to music like that, where it, like, you are hearing the same thing repeated, but if you're paying attention, it almost like takes on a new level of aural enjoyment. Minimalism is very weird. I think to a degree, I think I would tend towards that. Or something just like highly technical, but also very intense. So a lot of like prog rock or like metal can be very technically intense. But I like my initial gut response of math rock. It's very technical, weird time signatures. He often has a bizarre perspective on things, or a unique way of seeing the world.
So it's not only analyzes their subconscious thought patterns, but also their personality too. Yeah.
So it's really getting, it's technically very complex, but being performed, you're hearing the brainwaves performed out. It's like there's a crazy sort of like beauty to the time signatures and the weird, like a 13/8 time signature. That's weird. That's not normal. But that's okay. I feel like that unusual, something unusual, because I don't know. I'm sticking with math rock.
That would be an interesting machine. Honestly, I would be interested to hear what my brain would produce.
Same. That's great. Develop that.
That would
Science.
Be cool. It's just like, listen to my brain song. Just
my brain song.
You can listen to my brain song. That's how you get to know someone. You can tell a lot from someone's brain song. That's the first
You
thing.
learn everything you
Whenever
need to know
I get to
about
know
someone's brain.
someone, I listen to their brain song. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
babe,
God. Oh.
babe, I love your brain song, babe. Babe, your brain song.
Yeah, that's like on the Tinder
Okay.
profile is the brain song.
Your brain song,
Bro, I
yeah.
really vibe with your brain song. It's actually pretty similar to mine. If you want to take a
Yeah.
listen, I feel like
Yeah.
we're on the same wavelength and more ways than one.
On the same brain song length.
But you just hear a brain song, and it's like, oh, ew. Okay,
Gross.
hard pass.
I don't like it.
Hard pass. I can tell where your brain's going. Not liking it. This is a hypothetical person. Does not exist. This is a person from a different country whom you have never met. They are roughly your age and height, and their hair and facial features vaguely resemble yours.
Okay.
Do we need to have a specific country in mind, or just a person from...
No, just another country.
Okay.
All right.
You are backpacking through Europe and find yourself in a strange city. Oh, I wonder if it banked on you picking Europe, a European country.
Ha! Joke's on them. I picked Japan.
Yeah, so it's like, you are exhausted, so you rest on a park bench and accidentally fall asleep. When you wake, you realize your backpack is gone. In a panic, you go to the local police station. They tell you there is nothing they can do. You exit the police station angry and confused. Within minutes, you are confronted by the imagined person. Amazingly, they have your backpack. You ask them how they found it and how they knew you were at the police station, but they don't understand your language. The person is rude and behaving strangely, but they return your backpack. Before you can thank them, the person scampers away. You check your bag. Almost everything is there. Your phone, all your money, your credit cards, and all your belongings. Only two things appear to be missing. Your passport and your driver's license.
Those are very important.
To what degree are you relieved, and to what degree are you worried?
Okay, so relieved in the sense, cool, I got my stuff back. That's good. I'm kind of worried that they have like the legal information I need to leave that country.
I'm worried I could never leave now. What a strange question.
You're going to be in a what what
to what degree are you relieved?
To what degree?
To what degree are you worried?
I mean,
I like how this person was acting rude and behaving strangely.
To the degree where I'm going to now chase after them, that's how much.
Yeah, like how far they scampered away.
I love the phrase, they scampered away.
So it's like, are you not catching them? They scamper right off. So, and well, now can the police do something? Why did the...
Please. Well, here's the thing. You have a description of him. You've seen him. You know what he took.
He specifically took this, yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, that should be traceable.
It's like, all right, there's a Japanese man who looks surprisingly like me.
It resembles me very closely in age and facial features.
Running throughout the hills of whatever strange country I'm in.
And if he happens to have my exact name that I'm telling you, then it's probably him.
Yeah.
Look, I have my credit card with my name on it. He left that for me, thank God.
He left that, yeah.
But I mean, there's a sense, to a degree, I'm relieved. But to another degree, I'm worried because he has my license and my passport.
Is this all the information that you would tell the police officer? Is that how you would say it?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, a large degree, I'd say I'm more worried, and only to a slight degree am I relieved in the situation here. But you guys didn't give me any of that relief. Honestly, the relief ironically came from the person who is giving me worry. So, like, this is the predicament I'm in. Please, foreign police, help me. European police.
Interpol. Get me Interpol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still would be really concerned because I'd be like, hey, I need these documents, so that's important.
I'd be concerned about that individual who stole from me because there has to be something going wrong in their life to make them do that.
I don't care. I want my stuff back.
It starts at home.
Screw them. I just want my stuff.
It starts with their upbringing. Is really what it comes down to, and I would want to get to the meat of that.
Right, I guess that's fair.
Specific person.
What number was that? Was that 8?
That's 8.
Okay.
How did you know? You kept track that well?
No, I just guessed.
Specific person. This person is very famous. They can be any kind of celebrity, entertainer, athlete, artist, politician, but they must be alive. Very famous. Very famous.
Okay. Like, what kind of celebrity? Internet celebrity or like celebrity?
Any kind of celebrity.
Any kind of celebrity.
I mean, they're saying is very famous. They specifically say very famous. So don't give me some like. I wouldn't say Dan Avidan is very famous.
Okay, so then it can't be him. Okay.
you were gonna pick him again?
No, I was gonna pick. I was gonna pick Chris O'Neill.
Yeah. I would say some level of superstardom, you know, like A-list.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
To be sure. I mean, I don't know if it would need to be, but
sure. Sure. I got somebody.
I got one. This person is going to cook you dinner.
Great.
They will need to locate all the ingredients and do all the preparation themselves. No one can assist them. You'll also never meet this person or contact them in any way. The meal will be prepared in a kitchen you cannot access, so you will not even see the person working. All you will do is place your food order through an anonymous liaison. The food will be delivered to your table and you will eat it alone. What meal do you order? Man, they got us.
What?
They got us. We thought we were gonna have some fun interaction with this very famous celebrity.
No, not at all.
Joke's
That was a troll card. That was a troll. So my celebrity is Tom Holland.
Yeah. He could probably cook something up.
He could probably cook something pretty good. Yeah, I've seen some of his Instagram.
Vibe.
I've seen his Instagram posts of him like hanging out with his family and stuff. So like they look like they've got family guy. Yeah.
So what meal do you order? Like, what way do you have to think about it? Are you trying to make it easy on him? Are you trying to get a good meal?
Yeah, I mean, I would just order like a.
What does a Tom Holland look like he can make?
If he can make me a mean like, well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily know his skill of cooking, but I know what I like to eat. So I would want him to make me a grilled cheese in his particular way. That may sound really simple and stupid
with it, Tom.
But I love grilled cheese.
Yeah.
And I love seeing what different people put into grilled cheese. So do it up. I'll have it. I'll eat it.
Tom Holland, I'll take your finest grilled cheese. You can interpret it however you want. I want you to go wild with it, Tom.
Sure. Go wild, Tom. Go wild with the grilled cheese. I mean, it's just kind of that's just such an odd thing. It's like, it feels like you won a contest. Like, hey, they're going to cook you something, but it's like,
but you will not see
but it's
them.
like, yeah, but as you look through the stipulations of the prize you won, it's like, you will not have any contact with the celebrity.
Yeah.
You must come alone.
Yeah. So that's like an obvious scam. If that were a contest, like you don't
like,
see them prepare it.
How can I be certain that it was him?
Yeah.
How can I be certain it was him that did it?
But in this hypothetical scenario, you just know it is him. So that's the beauty of it.
Now, what about you?
I had Ariana Grande.
Okay.
What's she cooking up?
Yeah, what's she cooking up?
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, the natural thing is to think the celebrity doesn't know how to cook because everyone cooks for them, right? Especially very famous. I think that's what they were going for. Very famous, because like they wouldn't know their way around a kitchen. But I think also from being very famous, like just being surrounded by that kind of stuff, you probably know a thing or two. Like you have a nice kitchen, so
yeah, that's
something I can't say. It's like a lay person might not have the access to a lot of these things they do. Like they can get any ingredients they need, they can get any equipment they need. But I'm also not like I'm a pretty picky eater in general. So I wouldn't be asking for anything extravagant to begin with. Like, like I wouldn't know what to ask from like a high class chef. I wouldn't know.
Get ratatouille.
Ratatouille, please.
Yes.
Your finest ratatouille.
I mean, if you like vegetables, then yeah.
Yeah. So from Ariana Grande, I mean, you wouldn't give the impression that Ariana Grande would know how to cook. Obviously.
Especially with their appearances on Nickelodeon as that character. That's all I know. No, I'm kidding.
That's probably when she was the best at cooking. Was during her time
everything you know about Ariana Grande is just the cat character.
Cat.
Yeah, just Cat Valentine.
Yeah, imagine all you know about Ariana Grande is she's cat.
She was a big dummy, and the problem is that like she got dumber as time went on because they're like, that's what's funny. It's like, no.
Yeah, I never really watched that show, but I knew of her character.
Victorious,
yeah.
And then Sam and Cat, where she got so dumb it was like, how does she live? How is she alive?
Live, yeah.
How is she alive?
What meal do I order? I give her a spaghetti and meatball.
Okay, that's a good meal. Good.
Give me your best meatball.
Give me your best spaghetti, please.
one meatball, make it good, okay? Make it snappy.
One meatball, just one meatball, a mean meatball.
And then I'd make a video, be like, trying my Ariana Grande made this meatball.
Ariana Grande. Can you imagine? Like I can already see like the clickbait,
but like no one would watch it because like obviously that's not true. But it's like I swear she made this meatball. It's like yeah, okay. Where's the picture of her preparing it? I mean, you obviously took a picture of her preparing it, right? Well, yeah. I didn't see her. I didn't see her make it. I swear it was her. Yeah, it'll be a story you can literally never tell anybody because no one will ever believe you. That's the curse at the end of the day.
So that's why I'm just like, just give me something that I know I would like. A grilled cheese, please.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna like. I don't know what they want from this. Like, what do you think they would prepare? Or
I don't know if it's. I don't know.
What do you
That's
like?
An interesting.
Are you like presuming that you deserve a good meal? It's like, oh, I want a
like
steak. I want a side of this and that. I want.
Yeah. What if the person that you picked was like Guy Fieri or something?
Guy Fieri, very famous. Yep.
Yeah.
Very famous.
That would have been great, you know.
Picturing Guy Fieri. Yeah. Then it's like then you could go wild with it.
Yeah.
You know what, Guy? Give me your best, bro.
Yeah.
Give me your best. All right,
take me to Flavor Town, Guy.
Yeah, take me to Flavor Town. That's my
take
order.
Me to Flavor Town. I'll take one Flavor Town special.
one ticket to Flavor Town.
One ticket to Flavor Town. All right.
And it's like 3 hours later, he whips up some of the best, some of the finest. Here's the last one for today.
All right.
We'll round it out, and then we'll only have 10 remaining.
Oh.
This is a specific person. This is a person you know and do not dislike.
It's an interesting...
So you don't necessarily like them.
Yeah, but you don't dislike
them. You're indifferent or you like them.
Mm-hmm.
Very least you're indifferent. So this is really opens it up to a lot of options here.
Sure. I've got somebody.
I've got one as well. You are granted a magical opportunity. For 24 hours, you will be able to inhabit the body and mind of the imagined person. You will retain your own consciousness and memories, but you will literally be inside their physical being, and you will know all the things that they know. While this process transpires, the person will essentially be unconscious. They will have no memory or recognition of what you did while you were inhabiting their body. But there is a caveat. This imagined person will then get to be you in the same way you were able to be them. However, it will be for 6 months, not 24 hours.
Where do you go?
You will have no memory of what happens during this period, and it will feel to you as if those 6 months pass in seconds. Do you still want to do this?
No.
No. Hard pass.
Well, that was easy.
You know how you can wreck someone's life in 6 months? I mean...
Yeah, it's like, why... What?
Like, yeah, you're none the wiser, right? It passes in seconds, but it's like, you don't know what they did.
Yeah, but then, whoa, all of a sudden it's 6 months later.
6 months of something happened. Like,
yeah, I'm in the depth of winter, and then I'm like,
but you know what they know, so I guess they're presuming like, oh, they would be able to function in your job or whatever position. Like they wouldn't just like fumble everything immediately. But it's like, would they? I don't know if this is a person I work with, but I don't think that much good could come from it. You know. Because like you give someone 6 months in your body, like they're gonna find out everything about you.
Yeah.
Everything they possibly can, like just for their own sanity, they have to keep things interesting for 6 months. So they're gonna be exploring. They're gonna be exploring you. Exploring your belongings.
Yeah, get out of my stuff. You're gonna be
exploring your relationships. You know, if I was in someone's body for 6 months, I would just be like interacting with everyone in their social circles, just seeing what we can talk about and get wacky with it. So I wouldn't trust anyone with that kind of power.
No, and 6 months is
and I'm not particularly interested to have 24 hours as this person. It's not very remarkable.
Yeah, me neither.
Life change there.
Like I don't. So my particular person is a girl. I wouldn't necessarily want to know. Like I don't want to know like what the whole like what's her relationship with her boyfriend, who I also know. It's like I don't really need to know any of that. You
Luckily,
know,
you
it's
don't
like
have to
I'm
do
not
6
interested
months.
in that.
Luckily, you don't have to do 6 months in that position. That would be rough.
That would be tough. I don't want to feel what any of that's like. I'm sorry. Like, yeah,
24 hours you can get out of it. Like, you don't have to interact with them so much.
Yeah.
But,
nah.
Yeah. Hard sell for me. Not that much benefit from it. It's like, all right, that's that.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. SUPERtheticals down.
Got him.
Only 10 to go.
Yeah. How about that?
This has been a fun ride, though. It's always a fun time.
It always is. It always is when we get through these. Chuck's always getting us thinking.
Chuck, he gets some chuckles out of us today.
He does. He did. Zach, where should the good people go after they finish this video?
Well, they should go watch our video we did with Rusty where we took some BuzzFeed quizzes.
Yes. Yes, that was born out of just like complete random, like, what should we do? I don't know.
Yeah.
Go check that out.
I like the idea of, especially since we're almost about wrapping up this, it's like doing more things like that. More discussion, things that like spur conversation and stuff in a different way than usually like it's focused on a specific thing. It's like we're discussing something.
What Hannah Montana character are you?
Yeah. Like it's not as deep. There's some like actual life based questions we got into there, but
yeah, there was that relationship one where it was all about me. Like, yeah. It was like likes and dislikes. It was like likes and dislikes in a person.
Flags
red flags. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, check that out. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to our podcast feed. Like the video. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and like us on Facebook. Tarqaron TWO. All right.